Investment activity is accelerating with new funding targeting energy, infrastructure and private business. The European Bank for Reconstruction and Development is expanding its presence in Uzbekistan, focusing on sectors from energy and transport to retail and manufacturing.
We're very focused on, I would say, three things. First of all, the energy transition and the infrastructure projects associated with that. And then secondly, we've got a lot going on in terms of SMEs and middle market companies helping to develop employment, to do training. And third, we're doing some very important policy work, particularly with the government on capital markets development, capital markets reform, privatization, and governance.
The strategy is already translating into deals. The bank is providing 8.6 million euros to retailer Technomart, while up to 14.2 million euros is going to beverage producer Uzbekistan to expand production and improve efficiency.
The government's to be commended for their fiscal discipline. They run a very well-developed fiscal program, and so the borrowing levels are very low relative to many countries. Of course, the reserves are very attractive in the country today. So I think that basic fiscal climate is quite attractive for international investors.
More than 118 projects are currently active, with further investments planned in energy, infrastructure and industry, alongside new financing models. At the same time, the bank is backing startups through its Star Venture program, supporting companies in digital banking, fintech and payments.
We have 2 or 3 very significant renewable energy projects that we're working on in the country. And then, as I was saying, for example, we have a very exciting program called Star Ventures, where we're supporting entrepreneurial companies, particularly in the technology area, that are developing.
The focus remains on private sector growth and long-term investment. To date, the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development has committed close to 5.9 billion euros to Uzbekistan across 208 projects, largely supporting private enterprise. The country has consistently ranked as the largest recipient of bank financing in Central Asia over the past 6 years. Dilbar Primova, Euronews, Tashkent.